Hello dear Italians and fellow humans in crisis. My name is Julia von Lucadou and I am the author of La TUFFATRICE. I hope I'm saying that right. The high-rise diver. People have been asking me how it feels to be a dystopian writer in this real-life dystopia that we are living in right now with the coronavirus. And I must say that for me, the writing of my novel was always really rooted in my experience of the present. I sort of tried to exaggerate developments that I was seeing and that were worrying me, to make them more clear and to sort of identify potential for change, starting points for change, identify where we're sort of going wrong or where the potential for going wrong is. And I think that the topics in the book still apply now during this crisis. One of the major topics is the question of surveillance, sort of the digitalized surveillance through big data, through artificial intelligence. And in the book, there's sort of like a feeling of deep-seated insecurity and fear and anxiety in regards to people's health, to people's economic power, and this is something I think we can all identify with right now. And this feeling of insecurity is exploited to sort of control and manipulate people, and I think that is a real danger in situations of crisis, that we are willing to give up some human rights, especially the right to privacy, for the promise of stability that's often just a promise and not the reality. And the other big topic in the book is economic disparity. So there's two realms of living in the book. One is the beautiful big city where you can live in luxury and comfort, and the other realm is the peripheries outside of the city, a sort of slum for the people who are have less economic power and less influence. And I think this disparity is becoming very clear in our societies right now through the coronavirus, that the crisis always affects the people most who are already the most disadvantaged. So the people who are hit hardest right now are the people who already have the least economic and societal power. And to me that just seems really unfair. I think it's a chance to sort of question our capitalistic values. Like, why do we reward risky and competitive behavior more than care and education? And I think there is a possibility for change there. Yeah, so my book obviously is not about the coronavirus. It is about two women in crisis. One is Riva, the main character, the high-rise diver. She's an athlete, famous, has a lot of status, and she suddenly stops working and is just sitting in her apartment doing nothing. And the other protagonist is Hitomi. She is a psychologist hired to watch Riva in her apartment, to analyze her data, and to find out what went wrong and fix her, bring her back on track. Hired by the sponsors and the people who profited from her work before. So this is the setting of the book. If you want to know what happens, please read it. I think reading is a good tool to deal with crisis as well, because it gives you a sort of distance to reflect. So I hope we all keep books alive. Let's not lose hope. Let's think of each other and that we're not alone in this. And I wish you all the best from Germany. Bye!